Hey, Monday Motivation. We do a shout out to a friend of mine, Raul, who just started running, got inspired by some of the things we're doing, and he's also got other guys running with him. Shout out to Lizette, who ran 18 miles on this past week, one of our members. And yeah, just folks that are getting, average American's just soft. Average Christian's soft. We're just nothing like Christians that are really facing persecution. I want to challenge each of us this week to get out of our comfort zone. I read about a guy named Matthew Meineke. He's a pastor in Seattle. In 2022, he went to a couple of events where there's big crowds, and I think one was an abortion rally, another was a pride festival, and all they did as a Christian was just stand there and read the Bible. Just standing there, people walking by, milling around. You know what they did? They grabbed his Bible and they started ripping it up. Police came. Instead of doing anything to the crowd, they arrested him because he refused to move. And all he was doing was standing there and reading his Bible. He got arrested. 2 days later, he's back out there. And he is reading his Bible at another event. And here again, he's not being hostile. He's simply reading the Bible. This crowd comes along, and from what I read, they pick him up. The crowd picks him up, and they carry him from like a block, and then they drop him. They throw him down. You can imagine that. And then, here again, he gets back up. He starts reading the Bible again. And the police come again, and they arrest him because he's inciting a riot. Now, I can say all things about the politics and all that, but listen, the focus here is, here's a man that is unstoppable. Here's a man that refuses to quit. He's arrested 3 different times. He recently won a court case where it was something called a heckler's veto, that it's not his problem if there are hecklers and activists that try to get mad. He has the right. He has free speech. Praise God. His free speech was upheld. And but Matthew Meineke, listen, reminds me of the apostles. The book of Acts. The apostles were preaching and teaching daily, the synagogues, house to house. The leaders, the authorities came, like the police. They came, arrested them, told them not to do this anymore. They were causing a riot. They were causing problems. They cease teaching about Jesus. Then they whipped them. They beat them like they were criminals. And then they let them go. Well, 2 things happened. Number 1, the disciples rejoiced that they could suffer for the sake of Jesus. Now that's powerful right there. And then secondly, it says they went right back out. Like Matthew Meineke, he went right back out, and they ceased not to teach and preach Christ. This week, let's be unstoppable for God, for His glory, for His kingdom. All right? Let's get out of our comfort zone. Let's do some things that we think are hard or even impossible. But with God, all things are possible. Have a great day. Stay humble. Pray hard.